All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. You know the drill. Whenever you're ready, just make your way to a nice, comfy seated position. We'll get started here. Got a little friend joining us today. Just be sure to take the next 45 for yourself, whatever that looks like today. In the seated position, feel free to prop your hips up on a block or bolster. Just get the knees a little lower than the hips, or just sit on the floor. Press the hands on the knees, relax the shoulders, soften the jaw, close the eyes. Use your next inhale, sit the spine up a little taller. Exhale, nice and slow, drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Open up that left side of the neck. Maybe stick that left arm out to the side, fingertips face the floor. And then move with the breath. Use an inhale, tilt the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tilt the chin down towards the floor, pull it in towards that right shoulder. Inhale, tilt up. Exhale down. Take a few more, move with the breath. Roll the chin back through center. Inhale, nice and tall, sit up. Exhale, drop left ear, left shoulder. Hold here, maybe stick that right arm to the side, drop the shoulder. And then move with the breath. Use an inhale, tilt the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tilt the chin down towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take a few more rounds, move with the breath. Use an exhale, chin rolls back through center. Sit the spine up nice and tall. We'll take a clearing breath to get started here. So slight little tuck of the chin. Close the eyes. Big deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Start to bring a little awareness back, open up the eyes. And then use your next inhale, just reach both arms overhead. Big stretch through the fingertips. Maybe interlace the fingers, push the ceiling away. Take some little movements from left to right. And then take these a little deeper. Drop that right hand to the floor, bend into that right elbow, reach the left arm overhead. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches overhead. One more time with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale, come back up. Drop the hands back to the knees. And then if you're sitting on a prop, just remove that. Get your hips on the floor. And use your next inhale. Rock the pelvis forward. Open up the chest. Tilt the chin up. Exhale, round the spine, rock back, tuck the chin. Good. Inhale, roll forward, look up. Exhale, press back. Take a few more rounds, move with the breath. And then come back up through a neutral spine. We're gonna lie down on our backs to start. So just take the feet hip width apart, bend the knees, scoop the arms around the legs, and then exhale, nice and slow. Start to lower down onto your back. Once you're there, hug the knees into the chest. Give them a nice big hug, rock a little side to side. And then take the hands to the knees, press the knees right over the hips and start to take some little guided knee circles. Pull the knees in towards the chest, out to the sides, back over the hips. Nice. And then come back through center. Both hands grab the right shin, extend that left leg nice and long. Nice gentle little stretch here. And then that right hand is going to stay on the shin. Just drop that right knee towards the right side. Start to open up that right hip. And then bring it back up. The left hand's going to grab the right shin. Let that right arm fall to the floor. And take that right knee all the way across the body. Touch it down to that left side. Nice little twist. Inhale, come back up through center. Swap out the legs, right leg long, left knee hugs in. Left hand stays on the shin, drop that left knee to the left side. And then come back up through center. Right hand grabs the left shin, draw that knee all the way across to the other side, twist. Nice, come back up through center. Knees hug back into the chest. And then taking some rocks and rolls up and down the spine. Make your way back up to a seated position. Once you're here, cross the feet, plant the hands, get yourself up in tabletop, wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. And for the first few breaths, you're just taking a little movements that feel good, maybe some hip circles, neck circles, warm up the wrists, whatever feels good. Okay, come back up through your neutral spine. Use an inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, around the spine, tuck the chin towards the chest, press through the hands. Cat-cow, use an inhale, chin forward. Exhale, round. Take a few more breaths. Good. And then head back, neutral spine. We're gonna come into a little puppy pose here. So keep this lower half out. Just kind of imagine sticking your butt back in the air. You're gonna crawl the fingertips forward. And then nice and slow, just start to sink the chest down towards the floor. You can keep the elbows, forearms lifted, or maybe they drop down and you can rest your chin. And take 5 breaths here. Good to come out. Nice and slow, press back into the hands, walk the wrist back under the shoulders. And then here, take the knees wide, big toes move in close. Press the hips back over the heels, find child's pose. Chest, chin or forehead sink towards the floor. Try to imagine your inhales pulling you a little longer. Exhale, sinking your hips back a little deeper. And then we're going to come into thread the needle down here in child's pose. You might have to pop up off of your hips to get there. We're going to ground down into this right hand to start and then slide that left arm through. Sit back on the hips. Left shoulder, left side of your face to your mat. Right fingertips reach forward. Come back through center. Ground down into the left hand. Slide that right arm through, right shoulder, right side of your face to your mat. Nice, make your way back through center. Crawl back up into your tabletop. Knees back under the hips, fingers wide. And then use an inhale here. Tuck the toes under, engage the core, draw the belly button in back nice and strong. Lift the knees to a hover. Good. And exhale, start to press through the hands. Hips up and back, find downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, little bend in the knees. Fingers nice and wide. Take any little movements here that feel good. Pedal the feet, twist side to side. And then use an inhale, gaze comes forward. Step the feet up into a forward fold. Nice easy fold here, bend into the knees, let the torso be nice and heavy. Arms can just flop to the sides or feel free to grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little back and forth. And then take the hands up to your shins. Use an inhale here, press into the hands, extend through the spine, lift the chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, press. Exhale, fold. Inhale, nice and slow. Rise all the way up, arms reach overhead at the top. Exhale, release, arms fall to your sides. Good. From here, just take the feet wide. We're gonna have heels facing in, toes tracking out. Bend the knees, bring the hands right behind the knees, sit the hips nice and low. Just take a few little side to side movements. And then as you come back through center, take a big inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, press into this right hand, dip this right shoulder to hip height. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale, come back up. Nice and slow, straighten the legs. Toes face in, heels track out. Inhale, reach the fingertips apart. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Hands can come to your mat, any part of the leg, or you can grab opposite elbows. Take a few breaths, just settling in, letting gravity do most of the work. Okay, and then start to walk the hands over towards this left foot. Frame up that left foot, bend into that left knee. It's okay if that heel comes up off the floor. You can sit right on top of the heel. Keep that right heel grounded. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. Stay like this. If you want to work on some balance, you're welcome to bring the hands up to heart center. We'll take 2 more breaths. Okay, walk back, frame up the right foot. Right knee bends, right heel lifts, the left heel grounds down. Good. Walk the hands back through center. Take them up to your hips. Inhale, nice and slow, rise up. Good. Here, we're gonna keep this left leg how it is. You're gonna point, so those right toes face that short edge of your mat. You're gonna shift the hips back in space, arms out to a T. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Exhale, drop that right hand down, block, shin, ankle, big toe. Reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Utthita Trikonasana. One more breath. Inhale, rise up. Switch sides, left toes point forward, hips shift back. Inhale, reach for the left hand. Exhale, left hand drops, gaze comes up towards that right hand. Good, inhale, float up. Good, come back through center. One more time, we're opening up to that right side. Right toes point towards that short edge. You might have to get your stance a little wider here. Heel toe that left foot back. Arms come out to a T, bend into that right knee. Option 1, drop the right forearm, right thigh. Left arm reaches overhead. Or you can drop that right hand down to the floor, right elbow or right armpit right by that right knee. The left fingertips reach forward. 3 more breaths. Try to gaze up towards that left hand. Inhale, come up. Switch sides, bend into that left knee. Again, forearm to thigh, right fingertips forward, or left hand down to the floor, right fingertips forward. Inhale, come up. And then step both feet back to the top of your mat. Arms by your side. Take a few breaths in a mountain pose. Close the eyes, let the palms face forward. Relax the shoulders. Start to bring a little awareness back. Use an inhale, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, fingertips to the floor, or press the hands into the shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, pause here. Fingers wide, hips low, back strong. And then drop the knees, chest chin down to your mat. Tops of the feet come down to the floor. Press through the hands, tops of the feet. Inhale, peel the chest, shoulders back, lift the chin, cobra. Exhale, bow the forehead, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. In and out the nose. Use an inhale. Gaze comes forward, step forward, jump the feet up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach overhead. Exhale, release arms to your sides. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Follow that same exhale over to the belly. Inhale, cobra, peel back. Exhale, down dog, press back. Inhale, look forward. Step or jump the feet up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms reach overhead, look up. Exhale, release arms to your sides. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Feel free to start throwing in some up dogs, lower halfway. Inhale, flip the feet, extend the arms, lift the chin. Exhale back. 5 breaths, down dog. Use an inhale, look forward. Step or jump the feet up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, release arms to your sides. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. From your down dog, use an inhale. Reach that right foot up towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Equal weight in both hands. And then on an exhale, glide that right knee to the right elbow, top of the plank. Good. Inhale, back out. Exhale, cross, right knee, left elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch under the belly. Inhale out. Exhale, come forward. This time, drop that right knee down between the hands. Right shin comes at whatever angle feels best, half pigeon. Left leg nice and long. Feel free to stick a prop under this right hip. Take a few breaths. Nice tall spine, and then whenever you're ready, you're welcome to walk yourself down, resting the forearms or the forehead. And close the eyes, just breathe. Start to walk the hands back up to the shoulders, press back up, tall spine. Fingers wide, press down, tuck the back toes, nice and slow. Step back through your down dog, pedal out the feet. Use an inhale, left foot comes up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, glide forward, left knee, left elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, cross, left knee, right elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch under the belly. Inhale out. Exhale, come forward, drop the knee, half pigeon, left leg, the floor, right leg nice and long. Take a few breaths, tall spine. And then when you're ready, come down to the forearms or forehead. You can start to bring the hands back under the shoulders. Press up tall spine. And then press through the hands, tuck the back toes. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then on your next inhale, bring the gaze forward. Step the feet up, come into a seated position. We'll start with a nice, easy forward fold. So finding the sit bones, little bend comes into the knees. Use an inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, nice and slow. Start to hinge forward. Hands can come to the floor, any part of the legs or feet. Allow the chin to tuck, upper back release. Just breathe. Use an inhale, lift the chin, look forward. Exhale, fold again. Maybe getting a little deeper this time. Inhale, nice and slow. Roll up, tall spine. And then we're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together, knees wide. You can grab a hold of the feet, sit the spine up nice and tall. And feel free to stay here for the next few breaths. If you want to add in a little forward fold, hinging from the hips, try to keep the back nice and strong. Just come forward. And once you feel that subtle little stretch in the hips, you're welcome to add a little forward fold, tuck the chin, round the spine. Nice. Use an inhale, come back up, tall spine. We're going to come into a little figure four seated variation. So the hands are going to come behind the low back, fingertips face forward. We're going to take this right ankle up and cross it over that left thigh. So keep pressing through the hands, keep the back nice and strong. You can keep or take your foot farther away, make it a little bit more comfortable, a little deeper, closer foot. And then start to add in some movement, rocking side to side. And then rock everything over to that left side. So that right foot comes down to the floor. You can kind of tuck this left foot in under that right butt. Hand comes behind the low back. Spine nice and tall. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale. Try to wedge that left elbow outside that right knee. Gaze comes back over that right shoulder. If this bothers your shoulder, just feel free to hug this right leg. Next, use an inhale. Come back up through to center. And we'll switch sides. Bring that right foot back down. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Take a few breaths here. Again, try not to round the spine or collapse in the shoulders. Stay nice and tall, nice and proud. And then side to side. And then rock everything over to this right side. Left foot grounds down. Bring that right foot in a little closer. Left hand behind the back. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, wedge the elbow. Bring the gaze back over that left shoulder. Good, nice and slow, unravel, come back up. And then bring the hands back behind the low back and just take the feet wide to the outside edges of your mat. And then just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Good. And then from here, we're going to come back up, take the feet hip width apart, and we're going to lower down onto our backs. So just like before, scoop the arms around the legs. Exhale, nice and slow, start to lower all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest once you're there. Okay, we're going to finish up with some spinal twists. So you can bring the arms out to a T on the floor. Knees start right over the hips. Take a big inhale, fill up the belly. And then on an exhale, drop both knees down to the right side. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Use an inhale, come back up through center. And exhale, nice and slow. Drop down both knees to the left side. Gaze comes right. Use your next inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Give them a nice big squeeze into the chest. And then take a little happy baby pose. Grab forward the shins or outside edges of the feet, bend the knees. Draw the knees down towards the floor. Maybe rock a little from side to side. And then from here, feel free to take any final posture, pose, etc. that might be calling to you today. Otherwise, start to straighten out the legs, let the feet fall open to the sides. Arms can come to the floor, maybe to the belly, wherever feels comfortable. And just do a little body scan here. Relaxing the feet. Soften your ankles, your calves. Relax the knees and the thighs. Soften your hips, your belly. Relax the chest and shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Soften your jaw, the tiny muscles out of the face. And just allow yourself to be nice and still for the next few minutes. You can start to bring some awareness back. Deepen the breath. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Shake the head side to side. And then moving nice and slow, just roll onto one side. Pause here for a few breaths. And then continue to move nice and slow. Start to make your way back up to a seated position. And once here, feel free to close the eyes, draw the hands together in front of the heart. We'll close out with another clearing breath. Big, deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Thank you all for coming out today, taking some time for yourself. If you ever need anything, please feel free to reach out, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your days, whatever day you're taking this class on. Hope to see you soon.